Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It is now just about that time. It is almost the first puck drop of the 2025-26 season of your International Falls Bronco girls hockey team. It is finally the winter season, you guys. Temperature outside is getting lower, which means we're going indoors, where we're going to be in a freezing temperature room for some hockey. That's right, it's the season opener for both the International Falls Broncos and the visiting Hibbing Blue Jackets here today at Bronco Arena. We have a fun show here for you guys today. Special shout out to all of our sponsors, such as our national anthem sponsor, local VFW Post 2948, our keys to the game sponsor, Border GMC, as well as our press box sponsor, Rainy River Minnesota North College. Start your voyage at the Rainy River campus. Your future awaits you right here in your own backyard. Rainy River Minnesota North College, 218-598-9300. And of course, our scoreboard update sponsor. Every time you hear an update on the score throughout the game, that's brought to you by Packaging Corporation of America. And every time out is brought to you by Service Master of International Falls. For a home professionally cleaned all year round, call Service Master at 218-283-4475. Todd and Gretchen are going to take great care of you. And of course, we have our post-game player awards. This is our Enbridge Energy Player of the Game, as well as our Domino's Pizza Player of the Game. We're going to hear about all of that, but first, let's hear from our sponsors. You are listening and watching on Lakes Country 104.1 KSTM, as well as on yourliveevent.com.
Ready to ride into fall? Hi, this is Tony Skifstrom at Border Bank. Whether it's an ATV for backwoods thrills or a truck built for bonfire season, Border Bank makes it easy to gear up with a consumer loan that fits your lifestyle. Fast decisions, competitive rates, hometown service that goes the extra mile. So don't just rake leaves, run them over. Apply today at borderbank.com or come visit with me at the bank. Border Bank, customer first, community focused. Member FDIC.
At Enbridge, we're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge Athabasca Pipelines. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.
Cooperation created the electric co-ops, and the co-ops banded together and answered the call. Today, a new generation of electric co-op members must again answer the call. We are the owners of the co-ops and are the fabric of the communities in which we live and work to take care of ourselves, our neighbors, and our communities rises. Let it be known, it is time for this new generation to turn the lights on again, to ensure that the quality of life in all of the communities in which we live and work is improved. And when we live up to our purpose, we relight the American dream. Because we are the electric cooperative members of tomorrow, and our work has just begun.
Employees at Packaging Corporation of America have been producing quality paper for over a century. We understand our responsibility to the community, and we're honored to support the many needs and events occurring in the borderland. From providing donations to local schools and events, to supporting organizations meeting physical needs in our community, Packaging Corporation of America does more than make paper. We make a difference.
The unique strengths of Rainy River lie in the fact that you're going to be supported by faculty and staff, and you're going to be supported by the community.
You know all the professors by name, they all know you by name. We're not just a number, like we actually have a face to the name, which is honestly pretty good. I like it. I'm known, everybody else is known in the school. It makes it feel more comfortable to be here, especially being so far away from home.
And thank you for tuning in for our live broadcast of this season opener for some high school girls hockey. The home team, International Falls Broncos. It's a new squad, and it's a whole new team this year. They graduated multiple seniors, and they also have a new coach leading the charge. Brian Kershaw, last year's assistant coach, has now stepped up at the head coach position, and he's going to try and bring in a new era of Broncos hockey. But they're going to have some growing pains. Before we can get to that, though, and talk about those Board of GMC keys to the game, I have my interview with head coach Brian Kershaw of the Bronco girls hockey team. So take a listen to what he had to say in that interview. I'm here with head coach Brian Kershaw of the Bronco girls hockey team. Getting ready. It's the big season home opener for you guys today. And I got to ask, my first question that I want to get out of the way. Hey, do you think having your first game of the season with new coach and a whole lot of new players coming in, do you think having it at home kind of eases those first game nerves, or do you think it kind of worsens them?
I think for me it's better. For the girls, they probably, to be honest with you, would prefer it to be on the road because they have a lot of family, friends, stuff watching, and with the number of young players we have, yeah, they're pretty nervous, I can tell you that. There's a lot of nervous faces down there, but that's okay. This is how we learn, and this is how we get better. So.
What are you hoping to be the big wake-up call for them to when they get on the ice? So are you hoping that they can just flip that switch the moment the puck is dropped?
Well, I hope they don't have to flip that switch, right? I'm hoping they're ready to rock and roll right from the get-go. I mean, that's what we've been preparing for this entire week, was leading up to tonight. So I think they're ready. They're excited. But again, we're young, and so the first 5 minutes is going to be very telling for us.
And dependent upon those upperclassmen leaders to really step up and help guide the team to not getting out of position, being able to get the passes off that they need, and set up those shots that they need as well.
Yeah, so I mean, we're leaning on the older core that we do have, which is very small, but they're good with the younger girls. They're helping adapt them to what this game is, the speed of this game. It helped being in Detroit Lakes a couple weeks ago, obviously, for scrimmages, so they could see what the speed looks like. But yeah, overall, they're the seniors and juniors that we have are doing a very good job of leading them right now.
Yeah, and so what is it that you've been focused on as you gotten ready for this game, specifically to play against Hibbing?
Specifically, right now, we've really focused on the defensive end because we have an all-new defensive corp this year, and we have new goalies this year. I really stressed the defensive side of the puck. Now, whether that comes to fruition, I guess we'll see, right? It's one thing to do it in practice. It's one thing to see it on the whiteboard. It's a whole other deal to go out there and perform it. But they know what the challenge is, and either way, I know they're going to put in the effort and the work. So I have high hopes that they'll come through like I expect them to.
And speaking of a new defensive core, last year, Mara Pellin, she got a lot of the starts in goalie, big senior leader, and now it's the 8th grader, Annika Barron. So special shout out to her. Big expectations, hoping that she can really ease into that starting goalie position.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest with you, our goalie competition is pretty much wide open. I based tonight's starter off of what the scrimmages looked like a couple weeks ago, and Annika had the best day out in Detroit Lakes as far as the scrimmages. So, yeah, she's definitely probably the most nervous one of the group, for sure, and I don't blame her, right, as an 8th grader coming in and starting your first high school game. But if we can just get her a couple saves early and she can settle down and get into the game, she's going to be just fine. If we get in trouble, we do have Daisy backing her up, and Daisy's played a lot of varsity minutes for us in the past. So we do have that crutch, I guess, but I'm hoping not to have to use that.
Well, I want to thank you for your time. Wish you guys the very best of luck. Excited. It's the big season home opener for you guys. for the 2025-26 season. Any words to the fans?
Yeah, I just want to thank everybody for supporting the program. It's been actually very encouraging. We have the most girls we've had on the team in many years. So there's a lot of excited new faces, a lot of excited parents. The arena's pretty busy tonight, which is great to see. So make sure you get the kids out here at all of our home games so they can go out and try to beat the Bronco too, win some prizes. So it's I'm excited, and I think the community probably is too.
Thank you for your time and best of luck today.
Thanks, Augie.
As you heard, that was my interview with head coach Brian Kershaw of the Bronco girls hockey team. And so really excited to see what the 8th grade goalie starting today, Annika Barron, has in store for us. And speaking of starters, let's go through that starting lineup. At left wing, number 20, Harper Claybundy. At center, it's going to be number 12, Addison Brown. And at right wing, it's going to be number 5, Ava Werner. So a couple of returning senior leaders. Ava Werner, she was injured earlier in last year's season, so she missed a majority of that due to her injury, and so now she's likely hoping to make a big impact this year and play the full season. And so hopefully we can keep her healthy, because she is certainly going to play a big part in the year. And then our two defenders, number 13, Sydney Lindahl-Slatinsky, another returning starter from last year, and number 17, Lexi Wood, who is a freshman who is starting today. And as you already heard, number 31, Annika Barron, is going to be starting in the net for the International Falls Bronco girls hockey team. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be back after the break to share my interview with head coach Phil McDonald of the Hibbing Blue Jackets girls hockey team, as well as their starting lineup. Stay tuned for all that and more. You're listening and watching on Lakes Country 104.1 KSTM, as well as on YourLifeEvent.com from the Rainy River, Minnesota North College Press Box.
Fall is a busy season for local businesses. New projects, fresh goals, and big ideas. At TrueStar, we understand what it takes to grow something real, because we're right here with you. I'm Ryan Tamevi with TrueStar. Whether you're expanding your shop, upgrading equipment, or planning ahead, we're here to help you move forward with a business loan that fits. TrueStar Federal Credit Union, federally insured by NCUA. Follow us on social media.
Ready to ride into fall? Hi, this is Tony Skifstrom at Border Bank. Whether it's an ATV for backwoods thrills or a truck built for bonfire season, Border Bank makes it easy to gear up with a consumer loan that fits your lifestyle. Fast decisions, competitive rates, hometown service that goes the extra mile. So don't just rake leaves, run them over. Apply today at borderbank.com or come visit with me at the bank. Border Bank, customer first, community focused. Member FDIC.
At Enbridge, we're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge Athabasca Pipelines. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.
I'm here with head coach Phil McDonald of the Hibbing Blue Jackets girls hockey team, getting ready for their road game against the International Falls Broncos. And so, how are the girls feeling coming off the bus?
Pretty good. It's a longer road trip, but it's our first trip of the year, so whole new coaching staff, so it's all new to us too. So we're all excited.
Yeah, it must be nice to be able to get that first road trip out of the way earlier in the season rather than later, right?
Correct. Yeah, we got one road trip and a lot of home games to start the year. A lot of away games in the back half, but this is our one bigger road trip to start the year, first game too.
So along with new coaching staff, also a bit of a younger group coming into today's game. And so, what are you hoping to see out of this younger group of girls?
Just confidence with the puck. That's going to be the biggest thing for young girls, gain that confidence, get some time under their belt on the ice, and we're a speedy team, so get their feet moving, get a sweat going, and they'll get the nerves going and get the nerves at bay for sure.
Obviously, it being the early part of the season, some of those first game nerves are certainly going to sit in. Do you think it's worse or better when it's on the road?
I think it's probably better. You just get away from your home crowd, a little more pressure. You could have friends and not just family members, but friends to be there. I think friends put a little more pressure on than just parents. So I think the way is a little bit easier for that first game.
Okay. And so if you had to think, for the first 5 minutes of the game, what would you deem as a success or a movement in the right direction for the team in terms of what you see in that first 5 minutes from the team?
And what we stress to them is feet moving and effort, right? Effort means line changes. If you got to get off the ice, you go hard for 40 seconds, you're coming off fast. Everything we got to do is our feet have to be moving. So if they do that and accomplish that, we're going to have success. So that's what we stress. Keep your feet moving, move fast.
And I mentioned earlier the small senior group this year. Is there going to be a lot of heavy reliance on them to lead the team in this new season, or are you expecting a lot of the younger girls to step up as well?
I think we're going to spread it around. The seniors are going to be there for leaders. There are 2 captains are seniors, so they're appointed for that for a reason, to lead the team, off the ice, on the ice, be that big time leader. But we're going to spread it around, and I'm hoping everyone does that.
Well, I want to thank you for your time, and I wish you the best of luck in today. And here's to a new hockey season. Am I right?
Thank you much. Appreciate it.
Absolutely. As you heard, that was my interview with head coach Phil McDonald of the Hibbing Blue Jackets girls hockey team. And as you heard in that interview, they also are coming in with a pretty young team this year. They only have 3 seniors, and the majority of the team is actually juniors. So again, they're going to have a lot of returning players, a lot of returning core coming back next year. So we're here to see what they have in store in this new season for the 2025-26 winter season. And so their starting lineup for today's hockey action, it's going to be at the left wing, number 25, Avery Kukowski. At the center, it's going to be number 17, Audrey Miner. At the right wing, it's going to be the captain, number 5, Bryn Babich. At the defensive, and the 2 defenders are going to be number 20, Rose Story, number 11, Aaliyah Bangs, and in the goal for the Hibbing Blue Jackets, and this one I may or may not struggle with throughout the game, so I apologize in advance, Bria Schnipkowit. Like I said, I'm going to struggle with this one. It's a lot of syllables, so I'll do my very best. But special shout out to the junior goalie, Bria Schnipkowit, who is going to be the starting goalie for Hibbing for today. And they're just about to hit the ice. The Zamboni has left the building. Not literally, of course. And so now we're getting ready for the grand entrance as we get ready for it today. Also coming up, our local VFW Post 2948 National Anthem. Join us for Burger Night and karaoke. We had our Veterans Day just this past weekend. Shout out to all of our veterans here in town. And also coming up, they are going to be hosting a football watch party for the Army-Navy game that's happening December 13th. So make sure you stop on by and check that out. It's going to be a fun one. Go Army in that scenario. I've always been an Army fan for college football, so go Army for the Army-Navy game. And we're going to take a quick break here as we get ready. Like I said, coming up, our local VFW Post 2948 National Anthem. Our Border GMC keys to the game, well, it's going to see who can get those first game jitters out of the way first, as well as to see how the Broncos' younger players and that 8th grade goalie is going to respond to adversity in her first varsity start of the season. And so that's our Border GMC keys to the game. Coming up is our national anthem, as well as our opening puck drop of the 2025-26 season. This is Augie Schmidt live from Lakes Country, 104.1 KSDM.
Cooperation created the electric co-ops, and the co-ops banded together and answered the call. Today, a new generation of electric co-op members must again answer the call. We are the owners of the co-ops and are the fabric of the communities in which we live and work to take care of ourselves, our neighbors, and our communities' rises. Let it be known, it is time for this new generation to turn the lights on again, to ensure that the quality of life in all of the communities in which we live and work is improved. And when we live up to our purpose, we relight the American dream. Because we are the electric cooperative members of tomorrow, and our work has just begun.
Employees at Packaging Corporation of America have been producing quality paper for over a century. We understand our responsibility to the community, and we're honored to support the many needs and events occurring in the borderland. From providing donations to local schools and events, to supporting organizations meeting physical needs in our community, Packaging Corporation of America does more than make paper. We make a difference.
The unique strengths of Rainy River lie in the fact that you're going to be supported by faculty and staff, and you're going to be supported by the community.
You know all the professors by name, they all know you by name. We're not just a number, like we actually have a face to the name, which is honestly pretty good. I like it. I'm known, everybody else is known in the school. It makes it feel more comfortable to be here, especially being so far away from home.
Fall is a busy season for local businesses. New projects, fresh goals, and big ideas. At TrueStar, we understand what it takes to grow something real because we're right here with you. I'm Ryan Tamevi with TrueStar. Whether you're expanding your shop, upgrading equipment, or planning ahead, we're here to help you move forward with a business loan that fits. TrueStar Federal Credit Union, federally insured by NCUA. Follow us on social media.
Ready to ride into fall? Hi, this is Tony Skifstrom at Border Bank. Whether it's an ATV for backwoods thrills or a truck built for bonfire season, Border Bank makes it easy to gear up with a consumer loan that fits your lifestyle. Fast decisions, competitive rates, hometown service that goes the extra mile. So don't just rake leaves, run them over. Apply today at borderbank.com or come visit with me at the bank. Border Bank, customer first, community focused. Member FDIC.
At Enbridge, we're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge Athabasca pipelines. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.
Cooperation created the electric co-ops, and the co-ops banded together and answered the call. Today, a new generation of electric co-op members must again answer the call. We are the owners of the co-ops and are the fabric of the communities in which we live and work to take care of ourselves, our neighbors, and our communities rises. Let it be known, it is time for this new generation to turn the lights on again, to ensure that the quality of life in all of the communities in which we live and work is improved. And when we live up to our purpose, we relight the American dream. Because we are the electric cooperative members of tomorrow, and our work has just begun.
Employees at Packaging Corporation of America have been producing quality paper for over a century. We understand our responsibility to the community, and we're honored to support the many needs and events occurring in the borderland. From providing donations to local schools and events, to supporting organizations meeting physical needs in our community, Packaging Corporation of America does more than make paper. We make a difference.
The unique strengths of Rainy River lie in the fact that you're going to be supported by faculty and staff, and you're going to be supported by the community.
You know all the professors by name, they all know you by name. We're not just a number, like we actually have a face to the name, which is honestly pretty good. I like it. I'm known, everybody else is known in the school. It makes it feel more comfortable to be here, especially being so far away from home.
Fall is a busy season for local businesses. New projects, fresh goals, and big ideas. At TrueStar, we understand what it takes to grow something real because we're right here with you. I'm Ryan Tamevi with TrueStar. Whether you're expanding your shop, upgrading equipment, or planning ahead, we're here to help you move forward with a business loan that fits. TrueStar Federal Credit Union, federally insured by NCUA. Follow us on social media.
Ready to ride into fall? Hi, this is Tony Skifstrom at Border Bank. Whether it's an ATV for backwoods thrills or a truck built for bonfire season, Border Bank makes it easy to gear up with a consumer loan that fits your lifestyle. Fast decisions, competitive rates, hometown service that goes the extra mile. So don't just rake leaves, run them over. Apply today at borderbank.com or come visit with me at the bank. Border Bank, customer first, community focused. Member FDIC.
Hey, if you're tuning in on yourlifeevent.com or on Lakes Country 104.1, I want to thank you personally. This is Augie Schmidt bringing you today's live coverage of the International Falls Bronco girls hockey team taking on the Hibbing Blue Jackets. We are just about to have our opening puck drop of the 2025 season. Just a minute ago, we had our national anthem brought to you by local VFW Post 2948. Join us for burger night and karaoke. Every scoreboard update throughout the contest is brought to you by Packaging Corporation of America, and every timeout is brought to you by Service Master of International Falls. And of course, we have our post-game player awards, such as our Enbridge Energy Player of the Game award, where that player will receive a free t-shirt from Enbridge. And this t-shirt says, I bring the energy, because that's for the player that has the most electrifying play or moment of the game. As we get ready for the opening puck drop. For the Blue Jackets, it's number 17, Audrey Miner. And for the Broncos, it was number 12, Addison Brown. And so the puck's going to make its way all the way to the Hibbing defensive zone, and they're going to try and work their way around and into the neutral zone. Great forechecking by the Broncos. That was number 20, Harper Clay Bundy, able to steal it away. She goes to the shot on goal, and that is caught by the goalie, the junior goalie, Raya Schnipkowite. I apologize once again in advance. I am going to struggle for that for a while. But the Broncos are going to be the first ones to try and strike first blood in the contest, trying to get that first goal of the game. It was, once again, Harper Clay Bundy going for the shot on goal. Looks like the puck drop is won by the Broncos. Centering pass, no one there. Ava Werner got tied up with a Hibbing Blue Jacket. And great forechecking by the Broncos. That's going to be a shot batted away by Schnipkowite. Now is a scramble on the wall. Now on the near side of the ice, Broncos going right to left, and now Hibbing's going to finally get it out of the defensive zone and into the neutral zone. Finally gets a pass into the Bronco defensive zone, and now this looks like it's number 16 with the puck, Lauren Ringhofer, who knocks it into the offensive zone. On the far side of the ice, trying to steal it away, and centering pass, no good. Shot goes wide to the left, and Hibbing recovers it, but that pass behind the net's going to get into the possession of the Broncos. They're going to try and knock it away. Now it's a scramble on the wall. And it looks like it's going to get out towards number 6, Sophia Bangs. Shot on goal, batted away. Broncos come up with the rebound, and that's knocked out. Broncos need to get it out of the defensive zone. They do. That's recovered by Lauren Ringhofer. She's going to try and advance it. She gets it back into the attack zone. Now it's going to be for the Broncos, number 17, Lexi Wood. He's going to try and bring it down the near side of the ice. Gets it out of the defensive zone, but that's taken right back by Hibbing. That was number 27, Kylie Mackey, who hits it back in, and now they're going to try and set up another shot opportunity. Now Broncos number 19, Kirsty Hansen, gets it out of the defensive zone, taken back by Hibbing. They're going to advance once more, avoiding the offsides penalty. Juliana Ropey trying to take it away, and that's going to be knocked over to Hansen. Hansen gets it back to number 13, Sydney Lindahl-Slatinsky. Pass to the middle, and from the center, that's going to be a quick pass into the attack zone, so that way they can get the line change going. Long shot on goal. That's going to be batted away off the pad of Schnipkowite. And Hibbing's going to take it right back in the neutral zone. Ava Werner knocks it away, trying to knock it back into the attack zone. Instead, that's taken away by Hibbing back in the offensive zone. That's Harper Claybon who takes it into the attack zone. Now she's on the near side of the ice by the near left defensive circle. Gets the pass out towards Hayden Nelson, and that's taken away by the Blue Jackets. Blue Jackets trying to get it out of their defensive zone. A pass up the ice towards number 17, Audrey Miner. Miner's speeding past one Bronco, but it gets poked away, so she's not able to get that fast break going. Centering pass, nobody there to receive it. Another attempted pass into the center, no good. Broncos knocking into the attack zone. Now they're taking it to the neutral zone, knocked away. Puck is loose, taken. That's number 17, Miner once again. Shot on goal, and that's a cover for the Broncos' 8th grade goalie, Annika Barron. And that was something pointed out by Coach Kershaw, is that if they can get the 8th grade goalie, Barron, a couple of saves early in the game and get her comfortable and get her in a rhythm, then that can certainly be a big difference maker for the Broncos here today. Face off to the left of the Broncos goal. Once again, Broncos going left to right in their all purple home jerseys. Scramble on the wall. Shesby is there for the Broncos. She's going to knock it along the ice. Gets it out towards Liv Werner. Liv's going to try and get it free. Almost taken away by the Blue Jackets. Now it's taken away. This is number 15, Adeline Strapko, who's going to go down the far side of the ice into the attack zone. She's going to try and circle back. Finding a teammate to pass to. Can't yet. She's surrounded by 2 Blue Jackets, and they're going to knock it away from her. Taken away. That's number 16. Lauren Ringhofer comes out with it, passes it up to Brielle Oberstar, and that's going to be a tripping penalty against the Broncos. This penalty is going to be unfortunate for the Broncos, as they're going to send number 13, Sydney Lindahl-Slatinsky, to the box. Tripping penalty against Lindahl-Slatinsky. This penalty comes at the, and this is the bad part about it, I am terrible at math. This comes at the 3:50 mark of period number 1. So early power play for the Blue Jackets, and they're going to take full advantage. 10 seconds later, and that's a goal for the Blue Jackets. 10 seconds into the power play. This comes at the 4-minute mark. And so Hibbing is going to strike first blood, getting the first goal of the game and taking a 1-0 lead on the PCA scoreboard. And something that was discussed with Coach Kershaw.
Penalty was assessed to the Broncos, number 13, Sydney Lindahl-Slatinsky. 2 minutes for tripping.
And we're going to wait and see who all are going to be awarded the assist. So a very quick power play goal for Hibbing.
And the power play, number 17, Audrey Miner, with an assist, number 5, Evans, and number 47, Mary Mackey.
So it was number 17, Audrey Miner, who gets the goal for the Blue Jackets to take the 1-0 lead on the PCA scoreboard, assisted by number 5, Bryn Babbage, and number 27, Kylie Mackey. So 2 captains getting in on the assist for that first goal of the season. Now this is number 11, Aaliyah Bangs, circles behind the back of the Bronco net. Bronco's going to try and knock it away. That's bumped in, and Blue Jackets got to keep it. Now Broncos almost with a chance to try and take it down the far side of the ice. They finally get out of the defensive zone, but now it's going to be knocked back into the defensive zone. This is number 26, Mara McDonald, trying to come away with it. No good. Now Broncos just trying to play some defense here. And almost a centering pass over to number 16, Lauren Ringhofer. Her shot goes wide to the right, so now Hibbing's going to try and set up another one. This is number 8 from the red line, Brayla Anderson. Far left with the shot. Now we have another centering pass. No good. Far to the right once more. That was Avery Kukowski trying to go for it. Now Broncos going to try and come away with it. Poked away. Hibbing takes it back. This is Brielle Oberstar trying to go for the centering pass, bounced off of the skate of a Bronco, and before they can try and get a fast break out of the defensive zone, that's taken right back by Mara McDonald. So now Hibbing is doing some good job putting some pressure on the Broncos defense, trying to rattle them early in this game. We are now 6 minutes into period number 1. Hibbing leads by 1, taken away by the Broncos. That was intercepted by number 8, Liv Werner. She's going to try and go down the far side of the ice, and number 20, Harper Claybun, is going to get the pass into the attack zone and allow her team for a line change. Pass for Hibbing out towards number 13, taken back by the Broncos. 13, that is Sydney Lindahl-Slatinsky, fresh out of the penalty box after the power play goal for Hibbing. And Broncos, they were able to knock it out of the their defensive zone. Now Hibbing's going to take it right back. This is number 7 from the looks of it. And Mackenzie Gustafson, she's going to try and go for a centering pass. Nobody there to answer, and accidentally knocks it out of the attack zone. Now pass across. Hibbing's able to avoid the offsides penalty. This is number 13, Juliana Ropi, who's going to get surrounded by Broncos and not able to take it away. Now, great forward checking by Hibbing. That's going to be a big key in this one. And pass goes across, and we're probably going to get a penalty against the Broncos, and we will. That's going to be another penalty. I apologize for... This penalty comes 7:07 into period number 1. So that's another Bronco penalty. That one was called against number 22. Or excuse me, that can't be right. So another power play for Hibbing. This one comes at the 7:07 mark in period number 1. And so Hibbing's going to try and get another power play goal, something you want to avoid right in this scenario. And puck is loose, and that's another goal for the Blue Jackets. Lexi Wood was the one the penalty was against, and the one scoring the goal for Hibbing was number 27, Kylie Mackey. Another power play goal for the Blue Jackets. This one came even shorter time. Looked like it was 8 seconds after the power play. Or 8 seconds into the power play, they're able to get the goal. 7:15 into period number 1. Number 27, Avery Mackey, gets the score and extends the lead 2-0 against the Broncos. Now Hibbing, they're going to try and keep the momentum going in their favor, trying to continue to rattle this Broncos team. Shot goes wide left. That was Mackey once again. Still waiting to hear who got the assist for Mackey, as Mackey's going to take it right back on the far corner. Centering pass goes behind the goal, so unable to get in touch with Juliana Ropi. Now Broncos are going to try and come away with it. It's a scramble on the wall. Puck is loose, and Harper Clay Bundy trying to take it away. So Mackey with the power play goal, assisted, and that was once again Bryn Babich with the assist. So she has 2 points on 2 assists. Mackey, and that's a cover. So Broncos avoid danger. So great cover by the 8th grade goalie, Annika Barron. For a second, the puck was loose right in front of her, so she decided to just fall right on it and get the stoppage. So that's going to stop the clock at 8:33. And faceoff is won by the Blue Jackets, but taken away by the Broncos. And that looks like it's in the possession now of number 19, Kirsty Hansen, but taken right back by the Blue Jackets. They're going to try and advance into the attack zone. They get in, and they're almost knocked away by the Broncos. They get the pass out and across. Oh, nobody there to answer. I think that might have either been intended for Brielle Oberstar or whoever can get there first. But either way, it's Oberstar who's going to try and go for a short pass. And puck is loose. Nobody there to cover. And I think the Blue Jackets are celebrating. So I think that is going to be a Hibbing goal on the scramble at the net. And so Hibbing gets their third goal of the game. This goal comes at the 9-minute mark of period number 1. I ended up missing who got that goal, but Hibbing's now up 3-0 against the Broncos here in period number 1. And Coach Kershaw just asking a couple of questions because it was a scramble where the puck was loose right in front of the Bronco goal, and there were too many bodies, so Barron couldn't get a proper cover on the loose puck. And that led to Hibbing being able to get the scramble over to the puck and get the puck into the goal. And so now the Hibbing Blue Jackets are leading 3-0 on the PCA scoreboard. And Hibbing's going to take it right back here, waiting for the call.
Hibbing at 9 minutes. Number 15, Brielle Oberstar. An assist for number 12, Greta Nelson. And number 16, Laura Ringhofer. That's Oberstar. From Nelson and Ringhofer at 9 minutes.
So it was number 15, Brielle Oberstar, who was able to get the puck into the net for the third goal of the game for the Blue Jackets. And she was assisted, as you heard, by number 12, Greta Nelson, and number 16, Lauren Ringhofer. And Broncos defense trying to just get the puck out of the defensive zone. That's been the biggest struggle so far, is trying to push back against this pressure. I will say, much to their credit, since they are a younger team, that also means that they're a smaller team as well. But we could have a fast break here. This is number 12, the Bronco captain, Addison Brown, trying to go for a fast break into the attack zone. Loose puck, and that's going to be broken out. Shot off the leg of a Hibbing Blue Jacket, and that's going to leave the defensive zone. Broncos are going to try and recover. What a great opportunity for Liv Werner, though. Just unlucky, bouncing off of the leg of a Blue Jacket player. And now Broncos are going to try and get it back into the attack zone, but Hibbing takes it right back. They get into the neutral zone, and pass goes into the Broncos defensive zone. And we're going to get a quick stoppage. I believe they're going to call that icing. So icing called. We have 10-19. We are 10-19 into period number 1. And Broncos girls hockey team are down 3-0 on the PCA scoreboard here after some quick goals, in pretty close succession with each other by the Hibbing Blue Jackets towards the halfway point of this first period. Hibbing's going to get it stolen away. That was Shesby who gets the steal against the Blue Jackets. Now the Broncos are going to try and set up their offense. And that is almost stolen away by the Broncos. Shesby gets a stick on it, but that's knocked away, and Blue Jackets are going to come away with it. Now we have a 3-on-2 situation. Broncos defense needs to get there in time, and instead, Mackey's just going to knock it into the attack zone and get the line change going. Broncos need to try and take advantage of this and get it out of their defensive zone, but that's going to be stolen almost right center inside the attack zone. Broncos able to knock it away, but still recovered by the Blue Jackets. Now Hibbing from the blue line, pass out towards number 11. That's knocked away by the Broncos. Hibbing's going to get another chance. So this is number 8 who goes for a centering long shot. Vrayla Anderson, no good. Batted away by Barron. Now it's going to be a scramble on the far side wall. Hibbing knocks it out. That's a long shot and right into the glove of Barron. Great save by the 8th grade goalie. And so that's going to stop the clock. We are now 11:29 into period number 1. Broncos down 3-0 on the PCA scoreboard. Barron gets a nice save with a whole lot of bodies in front of her. In for the face-off here, number 26, Mara McDonald, and number 12, Addison Brown. Face-off is won by the Blue Jackets, almost taken away by the Broncos, but knocked away. Centering pass, and that's a goal for the Blue Jackets. And that was number 15, Brielle Oberstar, getting her second goal of the game. This goal comes at the 11:37 mark of period number 1. And gonna wait and see who assisted her on that, but Hibbing's gonna now take a 4-0 lead on the PCA scoreboard thanks to the goal by Brielle Oberstar, as the Broncos are gonna try and quickly knock the puck into the attack zone, and Hibbing almost takes it right back. Broncos though with almost an opportunity right in front of the net, and shot on goal, loose puck.
For Hibbing, number 15, Brielle Oberstar.
And that's going to be another goal for Hibbing as they were announcing who assisted Brielle Oberstar. I heard number 16, Lauren Ringhofer, and I didn't hear the other one, but Hibbing now is up 5-0. Goal number... Goal number 5 comes at the 12:06 mark of period number 1, and we're going to get a timeout call. This is a timeout brought to you by Service Master of International Falls. For home professionally cleaned all year round, call Service Master at 218-283-4475. Todd and Gresh are going to take great care of you. And so with that, we're going to take a quick 30-second break. We'll be back on Lakes Country 104.1 KSDM.
At Enbridge, we're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge Athabasca Pipelines. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.
Welcome back to the Rainy River, Minnesota North College Press Box on Lakes Country 104.1 KSDM. Hibbing, they are currently up 5-0. That 5th goal came at the 12:06 mark of period number 1, and wasn't able to see who got the goal. It was another scramble in front of the net where Barron found herself in a tough position where she was on her belly trying to find the puck and locate it, but too many bodies in the way and wasn't able to locate it in time to stop the score. That made this a 5-goal lead for the Blue Jackets visiting here today. That was our Service Master timeout for home professionally cleaned all year round. Call Service Master at 218-283-4475. Todd and Gretch are going to take great care of you. And face off won by the Blue Jackets. They're going to try and advance quickly into the attack zone. Still waiting.
Scoring for the Blue Jackets, number 5, Brielle Evans, number 6, number 17, Audrey Miner, and number 25, Avery Kukowski. Balance for Miner and Kukowski at 12:06.
And you heard it was number 5, Bryn Babich, who had 2 assists previously. She now has a goal, so she has 3 points in today's game, assisted by number 17, Audrey Miner, and number 25, Avery Kukowski. And so multiple Hibbing Blue Jackets getting in on the scoring here today. as the Broncos, they're trying to get a response here in period number 1, but their defense, they really need to try and help out their goalie here. A lot of these goals have, 2 of the goals came from power plays, and 2 other ones came from scrambles in front of the net where it was a loose puck. And so that's going to be knocked away. Now Hibbing's going to recover it. Almost stolen away by a Bronco, but fanning on it was number 13, Sydney Lindahl-Slatinsky. Puck's going to make its way out towards the far right circle. And now it's finally out of the defensive zone. That's number 19 trying to make a play on it, Kirsty Hansen. Back in the defensive zone, but that's going to be an icing called after Lexi Wood was able to get it the heck out of there. And so that, now we are 13:44 into period number 1. Broncos trail on the PCA scoreboard 5-0 to the visiting Blue Jackets. On the faceoff, it's Addison Brown and number 13, Juliana Ropey. That's taken away. This is number 20, Harper Clay Bundy. She's able to get the pass out, and they're going to get it behind the net, almost taken away. Clay Bundy scrambling for the puck behind the Hibbing net, taken away by a Blue Jacket, trying to get the pass up, taken back. Addison Brown knocks it back into the attack zone as Clay Bundy's going to try and make another play on it. That's taken away by Hibbing, and they're going to get it out towards the red line. Oh, poked away, still inside the defensive zone. Hibbing finally able to knock it out, and now they're in the neutral zone. That's almost knocked away, taken out. This is number 7, Mackenzie Gustafson, and we're going to get a penalty. I think it was an offsides penalty called against Hibbing. So we're going to get a offsides called against the Blue Jackets. That's going to stop the action. They're going to do the puck drop on the neutral right far circle, if that direction is good. Broncos going right to left on the ice. Hibbing's going to take it in the neutral zone, bring it into the attack zone, and they're going to try and set up a centering pass. Almost a shot on goal, knocked away by the Bronco defense, and now that's going to be another centering shot, bounced out the leg of a Bronco, and now they're in desperation mode, trying to get it away from these Hibbing Blue Jackets. Pass back and forth between a couple of Blue Jacket players. They get it out towards Aaliyah Bangs. Her shot pass goes wide right, and that's going to get into the possession of the Broncos. Now almost able to get it out of the defensive zone. Instead, Hibbing's going to take it right back, and now it's another scramble for the puck, and it's going to be the Blue Jackets coming away with it. Aaliyah Bangs off the legs of Shesby. Shesby going to finally knock it out of their defensive zone, trying to give her team a chance for a breather, but Hibbing's going to take it right back and advance in the neutral zone, trying to get a pass into the attack zone, taken right away, and now we're going to get an icing called as number 13 of the Bronco. Oh, never mind, we're not going to get an icing called. So instead, it's going to be number 15, Brielle Oberstar, who's going to try and circle around the Broncos. We have less than a minute 30 left in period number 1 as the Hibbing Blue Jackets, they're looking to be taking their time now. As you get a deep pass, it could be a one-on-one. Lauren Ringhofer trying to make the fast break. She does take it away, but she's not able to get a good clear one-on-one in the goal, so she'll have to recover so that way she can get a pass to her teammates. Ava Werner's going to come away with it down the far side of the ice. She gets out of the defensive zone into the neutral zone, trying to get into the attack zone, but taken away by the Blue Jackets. Now this is number 17, Audrey Miner, who's going to try and run away with it, and that's taken back by the Broncos. It's Clay Bundy who's able to try and advance. Now that's taken away back by the Blue Jackets, and we're going to get a finally, the puck is taken back. This is the Blue Jackets who have the possession. Pad save by Barron. Now the puck is loose in the Broncos defensive zone. Coming away with it, Kirsty Hansen. She's going to try and knock it out. Taken back by the Blue Jackets. They're going to try and get one more goal. We are at 20 seconds left in period number 1. Long shot off the body of a Bronco. Now Hibbing's going to flip it up towards number 6. Centering pass, no good. Kirsty Hansen's in the way. She's going to continue trying to meddle, and we got a stoppage. Cross-checking called. And so with 7 seconds left in period number 1, Hibbing's going to get called for cross-checking. So That penalty is going to give the Broncos a 7-second power play. And then they're going to have a minute and 53 seconds in period number 2 of a power play. So Broncos, they cannot waste this power play that they have. As the puck is dropped, and Broncos, it's only 7 seconds, so wasn't expecting them to be able to do much with that 7 seconds, but they are going to have a minute and 53 to work with going into period number 2. So far, the score on the PSA scoreboard, the Hibbing Blue Jackets lead 5-0 against your International Falls Broncos. As, hey, it's the season opener of Bronco and Blue Jackets girls hockey. You're listening to Lakes Country 104.1 KSCM, as well as watching on yourliveevent.com. It's yours truly, Augie Schmidt, here live from the Rainy River, Minnesota North College Press Box.
Cooperation created the electric co-ops, and the co-ops banded together and answered the call. Today, a new generation of electric co-op members must again answer the call. We are the owners of the co-ops and are the fabric of the communities in which we live and work to take care of ourselves, our neighbors, and our communities rises. Let it be known, it is time for this new generation to turn the lights on again, to ensure that the quality of life in all of the communities in which we live and work is improved. And when we live up to our purpose, we relight the American dream. Because we are the electric cooperative members of tomorrow, and our work has just begun.
Employees at Packaging Corporation of America have been producing quality paper for over a century. We understand our responsibility to the community, and we're honored to support the many needs and events occurring in the borderland. From providing donations to local schools and events, to supporting organizations meeting physical needs in our community, Packaging Corporation of America does more than make paper. We make a difference.
The unique strengths of Rainy River lie in the fact that you're going to be supported by faculty and staff, and you're going to be supported by the community.
You know all the professors by name, they all know you by name. We're not just a number, like we actually have a face to the name, which is honestly pretty good. I like it. I'm known, everybody else is known in the school. It makes it feel more comfortable to be here, especially being so far away from home.
Fall is a busy season for local businesses. New projects, fresh goals, and big ideas. At TrueStar, we understand what it takes to grow something real because we're right here with you. I'm Ryan Tamevi with TrueStar. Whether you're expanding your shop, upgrading equipment, or planning ahead, we're here to help you move forward with a business loan that fits. TrueStar Federal Credit Union, federally insured by NCUA. Follow us on social media.
Ready to ride into fall? Hi, this is Tony Skifstrom at Border Bank. Whether it's an ATV for backwoods thrills or a truck built for bonfire season, Border Bank makes it easy to gear up with a consumer loan that fits your lifestyle. Fast decisions, competitive rates, hometown service that goes the extra mile. So don't just rake leaves, run them over. Apply today at borderbank.com or come visit with me at the bank. Border Bank, customer first, community focused. Member FDIC.
At Enbridge, we're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge Athabasca Pipelines. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.
Cooperation created the electric co-ops, and the co-ops banded together and answered the call. Today, a new generation of electric co-op members must again answer the call. We are the owners of the co-ops and are the fabric of the communities in which we live and work. To take care of ourselves, our neighbors, and our communities rises. Let it be known, it is time for this new generation to turn the lights on again, to ensure that the quality of life in all of the communities in which we live and work is improved. And when we live up to our purpose, we relight the American dream. Because we are the electric cooperative members of tomorrow, and our work has just begun.
Employees at Packaging Corporation of America have been producing quality paper for over a century. We understand our responsibility to the community, and we're honored to support the many needs and events occurring in the borderland. From providing donations to local schools and events, to supporting organizations meeting physical needs in our community, Packaging Corporation of America does more than make paper. We make a difference.
You're also watching on yourliveevent.com. Welcome back to the Rainy River, Minnesota North College Press Box to you as well. After one period, it is a 5-0 lead for the Hibbing Blue Jackets, who are wanting to make a statement here in this first game of the 2025-26 season against the International Falls Broncos. As it was, the first 2 goals came from costly penalties by the Broncos. Their only 2 penalties of the game led to 2 power play goals immediately after said penalties. And then it was 2 other, and then that was followed by 3 goals. One of them, so the first power play goal came from number 17, Audrey Miner. The second one came from number 27, Kylie Mackey. And then number 15, Brielle Oberstar, would have back-to-back goals, both of them having an assist from Lauren Ringhofer. The second one was just Ringhofer on that one. I was actually just at the table earlier to confirm that those assists. And then the 5th goal in that first period came from number 5, Bryn Babbage, who also had 2 assists on both of the power play goals. And so she has 3 points in the game so far. And towards the end of that first period, though, Hibbing would suffer a cross-checking penalty against number 17, Audrey Miner. And that came at the 16:53 mark. So the Broncos are going to get a 1 minute and 53-second power play going into this 1 minute 54 second power play going into this second period. So let's see what they do with that power play that they will be granted, as so far they gave up 2 goals to the previous 2 power plays. Pretty fast goals too, and you got to give them credit though, and you got to cut them some slack, because this is a very young Broncos team coming into this game. Last year they had senior goalie Mara Helland, who was a stud for them at the goalie position, and now this year they have an 8th grader. It is Annika Barron, who is starting in the goalie position for the Broncos, and so she's getting her first varsity action. So obviously there's gonna be some first game jitters and some varsity jitters that come with that, being an 8th grader playing at this level of play so early in her hockey career. So wishing her the best of luck, and so we're going to see how the Broncos adjust going into this second period of play. But so far 3 penalties total. Broncos, both of theirs, tripping penalty against number 13, Sydney Lindahl-Slatinsky. That came at the 3:50 mark, and that led to a power play at the 4-minute mark. And then it was a checking penalty against Lexi Wood at the 7:07 mark. That led to a 7:15 goal for Hibbing's number 27, Kylie Mackey, and that helped them get that 2-0 lead. And so we're going to get ready, as the Zamboni just left the ice. So we're going to take another quick break. You're listening and watching on Lakes Country 104.1 KSDM and on yourliveevent.com.
The unique strengths of Rainy River lie in the fact that you're going to be supported by faculty and staff, and you're going to be supported by the community.
You know all the professors by name, they all know you by name. We're not just a number, like we actually have a face to the name, which is honestly pretty good. I like it. I'm known, everybody else is known in the school. It makes it feel more comfortable to be here, especially being so far away from home.
Fall is a busy season for local businesses. New projects, fresh goals, and big ideas. At TrueStar, we understand what it takes to grow something real because we're right here with you. I'm Ryan Tamevi with TrueStar. Whether you're expanding your shop, upgrading equipment, or planning ahead, we're here to help you move forward with a business loan that fits. TrueStar Federal Credit Union, federally insured by NCUA. Follow us on social media.
Ready to ride into fall? Hi, this is Tony Skifstrom at Border Bank. Whether it's an ATV for backwoods thrills or a truck built for bonfire season, Border Bank makes it easy to gear up with a consumer loan that fits your lifestyle. Fast decisions, competitive rates, hometown service that goes the extra mile. So don't just rake leaves, run them over. Apply today at borderbank.com or come visit with me at the bank. Border Bank, customer first, community focused. Member FDIC.
At Enbridge, we're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge Athabasca Pipelines. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting, with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.
Welcome back to the Rainy River, Minnesota North College press box. Second period getting ready to be underway. The two teams have taken the ice once more, and now they're going to be flipping sides. The Industria Falls Broncos are going to be going left to right. Their purple home jerseys with the yellow stripes on the bottom and the white trim, and the Hibbing Blue Jackets in their white away jerseys with the blue and dark green stripes that kind of blends in. Navy blue with the slightly green, or maybe I'm just colorblind. I blame that on my dad. My dad is also colorblind. Fun fact there. And so getting ready for period number 2. Yours truly, August Schmidt here. Hibbing leading on the PSA scoreboard 5-0. Also stay tuned for our post-game player awards, our Enbridge Energy Player of the Game, and our Domino's Pizza Player of the Game. Shots on goal after that first period. The Hibbing Blue Jackets 31, the Industria Falls Broncos 5. So Schnipkowit, the goalie for Hibbing here tonight, not having to be under too much fire. But the Broncos, they have been able to get some shots on goal, so that is certainly positive to look at. But they need to try and get more shots on goal. I mean, I know, kind of Captain Obvious here, but that's the truth here. Power play, Broncos are going to get 1 minute 54 seconds at the start of this second period. So Hibbing's going to be understaffed to begin the period, and they're going to immediately try and advance into the Bronco defensive zone. Broncos are going to have to try and somewhat take it slow and steady, but at the same time, they need to have a fast-paced offense and try and really attack the Blue Jackets with this power play. Shesby from the red line gets the pass out towards Ava Werner. Werner is going to make her way around the back of the net, passes out towards number 12. That's Addison Brown, almost taken away. Clay Bundy able to come away with it, and that's Kirsty Hansen trying to take the puck in front of the net, but that's knocked towards the left of it. Scramble at the wall. Hibbing Blue Jacket player just slipped and fell. Hopefully she's okay. Ava Warren is going to come away with it after the scramble on the wall. She's going to make it towards the blue line and lose it. And now Hibbing is going to come away with it. That's number 5, knocking it into the offensive zone. Bryn Babich. Great play by the senior captain for Hibbing as the Broncos are going to try and recover. They have 50 seconds left in the power play here today. Clay Bundy here on the far side wall. She's going to get the pass out towards Kirsty Hansen. That's makes ricochets over to Adrian Shesby. She's going to make her way towards center ice and hits it towards the net. That's going to be knocked away by Schnipkowite. And Broncos trying to get the pass out towards Ava Werner, and that's knocked away again. So great defense by the Blue Jackets. This is the most defense they've had to play so far in this game. And Broncos, they need to try to put more pressure on. Adrian Chesby missed the pass intended for her. Almost taken away by the Blue Jackets. Instead, Clay Bundy's going to come away with it. She's going to sneak away behind her own net, get the pass out intended for Ava Werner. Instead, that's knocked away by Hibbing's number 11, Aaliyah Bangs. Now, Hibbing is gonna neutralize the power play. So Broncos, they lose what would have been a great opportunity with the power play. And so now we are back to even strength. So Broncos go 0 for 1 in the power plays here in this game. Shot on goal, stick save far to the left. That was number 16, Lauren Ringhofer. She already has a goal earlier in this game. Pass out towards the blue line. That's Babbage. She's going to go for the centering pass. Bounced off of a Bronco stick and then off of the shoulder of one of her teammates. That was 13, Juliana Ropi. She's going to get a pass out towards the blue line. Now we're going to have centering pass wide left. No one there to answer. And now we're going to try again. This is Greta Nelson. Centering pass wide to the right this time. Now Mackey's going to come away with it. Centering pass out of reach of her teammate, Mackenzie Gustafson. It was intended for it. Taken away. That's Kirsty Hansen. She gets it into the neutral zone. Ava Werner is going to go with a head of steam. Goes for the long shot. That's going to go wide right. Taken back by Mackey. Mackey's going to get a pass across over to Mackenzie Gustafson. She gives it right back to number 9, Allison Lehman. And she's going to pass it over, trying to get it to Babbage, the senior. Instead, taken by the Broncos. But that's going to be almost taken right back. Broncos now trying to get their own bit of life. This is Lexi Wood down the near side of the ice. She's going to get into the attack zone, trying to go for a centering pass. That's intercepted, but Broncos great forechecking by Sydney Lindahl-Slatinsky. Now she's going to make her way. Oh, no, never mind. Puck is loose, and that goes into the stands, and that's going to stop the... And that's going to stop it right there with... We are now 3:34 into period number 2. Hibbing Blue Jackets leading 5-0 on the PCA scoreboard. In on the faceoff, number 17, Audrey Miner, and number 9, Bella Amarud. It's going to be Hibbing coming away with the puck after the faceoff, and a head of steam for Babbage, one-on-one, and she gets the goal for the Blue Jackets. This goal comes at the 3:46 mark of period number 2, and that's going to be another goal for the Hibbing Blue Jackets. So, once again, that was Bryn Babbage, her second goal of the game, 4th point of the game. Going to wait and hear who had the assist for her. But Broncos are currently down 6-0 on the PCA scoreboard. Puck is loose in the neutral zone, gets bounced into the Bronco defensive zone, and now puck is loose in front of the net, able to knock away Adrian Chesby down the far side of the ice. She gets into the neutral zone, taken away by the Blue Jackets. And that was 25. Kukowski awarded the assist, and as they were announcing the goal, number 26, Mara McDonald, I believe it was, ended up getting another goal. This one came at the 4:17 mark. So, just like that, the Blue Jackets, they score 2 goals in the span of almost 30 seconds to extend their lead to 7 on the PCA scoreboard. And International Falls are in some trouble now. Ava Werner trying to fight for the puck in the attack zone. Instead, that's going to get loose and get into the possession of number 15, Brielle Oberstar, and she gets it taken away by the Broncos. They're going to try and get it out of the zone.
Number 25, Mara 26, Mara McDonald, with an assist to number 15, Brielle Oberstar, and number 16, Lauren Rickman.
So it was Oberstar and Ringhofer in on the assist for number 26, Mara McDonald, who got the goal at the 4:17 mark. And quick stoppage, whistle blown, as I believe the puck went. No, we're having a Blue Jackets sent to the box. So going to wait and see. The Broncos are going to get another power play. They are 0 for 1 in power plays. So we're going to get a face-off in the Blue Jackets defensive zone. I wasn't able to see in time who got the penalty. But Broncos are now going to have a numbers advantage. They're getting for 2 minutes. Clay Bundy out towards Kirsty Hansen. She's going to go for the long shot, and that's going to go right into the glove of the goalie, Bria Schnipkowite of the Hibbing Blue Jackets. Likely, it looked like a teammate had gotten a stick on it. That bounced it into the air and made it a little bit easier to catch for the goalie. So great defense by the Blue Jackets. We have a minute 45 left in the Bronco power play. Adrian Shesby is going to try and take it. Puck is loose, almost taken away. Wasn't able to see when that penalty was enforced, but looks like we're going to get possibly another penalty, or and it looks like it's another Hibbing Blue Jacket who's going to be sent to the box. So it was an interference by Lauren Ringhofer, and now number 6, Sophia Bangs, is sent to the penalty box. And I think it looked like he for a grab or something, but now Broncos are going to get a 5v3. And so if the Broncos don't score here, then I don't know how else they're going to score. This is the best opportunity to score. They're going to have a minute 20 5v3, followed by a 40-second 5v4. So this is a Bronco power play.
Number 6, Sophia Bangs, 2 minutes and 40. That's Bangs, 5:44.
And centering shot, no good. Shesby hits the pass out towards Kirsty Hansen. Hansen's going to get it over to the center, intended for a teammate, Addison Brown. Addison Brown's going to try and bring it back out and reset for the team. She's going to bring it towards the center, passes it over to Clay Bundy. Clay Bundy back to Hansen. Hansen with the shot, deflected away by Schnipkowite. Ava Werner gives it to Hansen. Hansen back to Werner. Werner off the stick of a defender. Adrian Shesby from behind the net. She's going to try and come away with it. Gets the pass out. Oh, goes for the centering pass instead. Knocked away by a Blue Jacket. Now Ava Werner comes away with the puck. Gets the pass over to Shesby. Shesby over to the blue line to Clay Bundy. Clay Bundy across to Hansen. Hansen from the circle. Wide to the left. No good on the shot. Now it's Clay Bundy over to Shesby. Adrian Shesby across, intended for Werner, off the blade, and no good, and Hibbing's going to take it away. And just like that, a Hibbing player comes out of the penalty box just in time, almost a centering pass. That's going to come out of the attack zone, and now Broncos going to have a great opportunity. Instead, we're going to get a quick stoppage. So all kinds of chaos. So Broncos lose one of the power plays. They still have a 5v4, but instead that's going to be neutralized as Addison Brown's going to be sent to the penalty box at the 7 excuse me, I'm trying to do the math here. 7:17 mark. Addison Brown sent to the penalty box, and so Broncos are going to lose the power play. And so 7:17 into period number 2, and the Broncos lose. They go 0 for 2 in power plays against the Blue Jackets. Even numbers, 4v4. Blue Jackets trying to extend their lead once more. Long shot wide to the right. That looked like it was maybe intended for Brielle Oberstar. And now he's going to get another chance off the wall. Knocked away from the goal by Barron. Deep pass into the Hibbing zone, and now Hibbing's going to get the power play. So it's a Blue Jacket power play. They so far are 2 for 2 in power plays. Trying to make it 2 for 3. And that's a shot on goal, and that's an extended lead for the Blue Jackets. This one came at the 7:59 mark of period number 2. And that was number 16, Lauren Ringhofer, getting the goal for the Hibbing Blue Jackets on the power play. They now extend it to 3 for 3 in power plays and extend their lead 8-0 against the Broncos. And looks like we are going to get a goalie change. Broncos going to bring out number 1, the sophomore, Daisy Hager, to step into the net for the Broncos as they pull the 8th grader out of the net. Tough game for the 8th grader, but that's the thing that I got to emphasize. She is in 8th grade trying to start varsity hockey here. And this is a good Hibbing team. You got to give them credit for that. They're a good Hibbing team. And so...
For Hibbing, number 16, Lauren Ringhofer, with an assist to number 30, Bria Snipko.
The assist was given to the goalie, Bria Schnipkowit. As Hibbing's going to have an opportunity. Pass, centering pass, and that's another goal for the Blue Jackets. This goal came at the 8:40 mark. And Hibbing now has extended to a 9-0 lead. I believe that was number 26, Mara McDonald, unless they correct me. They likely will. But either way, Broncos are in some trouble here as Hibbing extends their lead once again. Centering pass, almost knocked away. And out of reach of the Blue Jackets, so that's going to have to reset them. And it was number 26, McDonald. And Oberstar was awarded the assist. And now we could have almost a fast break for the Broncos. No good. Knocked away. Kirsty Hansen trying to sprint over to the net. And we're going to get a checking penalty against the Blue Jackets. That's going to be called against number 11, Aaliyah Bangs. And so Bangs is going to make her way over to the penalty box. Broncos are going to get another power play. So that penalty against Hibbing comes at the 9:23 mark. And quick stoppage as a word Brian Kershaw is having with the refs. Certainly seems visibly upset. And so Just a small pause in the action here. Quick recap. Hibbing Blue Jackets, they would get a power play goal after the Broncos would end up losing a power play in a 5v3. And then after the power play goal, almost a minute later, under a minute later, it would be a goal by number 26, Mara McDonald, scored for the Blue Jackets. And now Broncos are going to get another power play. So it was a body check called against Aaliyah Bangs, and we're going to get another penalty against the Blue Jackets. So now it's going to be another 5v3. This time it's number 5, the senior captain, who has 2 goals and 2 assists, who's getting called for the penalty. This penalty comes at the 9:42 mark. Look, I think it's going to be another body check penalty against the Blue Jackets. So Broncos are going to get another power play 5v3 situation. They have to get a score in this 5v3. They have to get on the scoreboard. They have to crack that goose egg. But Hibbings, they're going to get a fast break. This is number 6, Sophia Bangs. Deep pass into Bronco territory. Wide left, right of the goal. So what a way to try and waste some time. Now Ava Werner's going to get the puck. Center ice, deep shot, wide left. Just trying to get it into the attack zone. Ava Werner's going to come up with it again. She's going to bring it towards the blue line. Over to Kirsty Hansen. Hansen's going to pass it across to Werner. Goes past her and past Bundy. Clay Bundy able to come away with it. Gives it back to Hansen. Hansen with the shot. And that's going to be off a Hibbing Blue Jacket player. I think that was off of Schnipkowite. Pass across to Clay Bundy. Clay Bundy going for the pass. Open, loose puck across the front of the net. No good. Ava Werner back to Hansen from the blue line. She's going to pass it across to Clay Bundy. And then a long shot off the blade of a Blue Jacket. And that's going to be taken away as McDonald's going to pass it into the Bronco territory. And now Broncos are going to have to reset. They have 30 seconds left in the 5v3, 20 seconds left in the 5v4 for the power play. They need to make something happen. Long shot wide to the right. Hansen's going to come up with it over by the far right circle, and that's going to be knocked out of the offensive zone again. Now it's a dead sprint. Broncos trying to go for the line change. This is taken away by number 16, Lauren Ringhofer, who already has a couple of goals against the Broncos. She's going to try and waste some time. Now they get the 5v4, so numbers are a little bit more favorable for the Blue Jackets as the Broncos come away with it, trying to get it into the neutral zone, taking right back. That is once again number 16, Lauren Ringhofer, able to knock it back into the attack zone. Now Broncos pass across. This is given to Addison Brown, and now there is the power play neutralized for the Broncos. They lose another power play. So now Hibbing, they're going to try and make a play. This is number 13, Juliana Ropi. Puck is loose in front of the net, knocked away. Great play defensively by the Broncos' number 9, Bella Amarud. And now it's in the neutral zone, but taken right back into the attack zone by Hibbing's number 25, Avery Kukowski. Broncos defense trying to get it out of their zone, but great forechecking by Hibbing is keeping them in scoring position as there's a scramble on the wall. Coming away with it, that is number 13, Juliana Ropi. She gets the pass out towards the leader, Aaliyah Bangs, who was previously in the penalty box. Taken back by the Blue Jackets. Centering pass, and almost a loose puck. And we're going to get, I think, maybe another penalty. We're going to wait and see, and it is a penalty against the Broncos. This is the last thing you need right now. Hibbing is currently 3 for 3 in penalties. Power play, as at the 12:46 mark, we get a Bronco penalty. That was the Addison Brown, who the penalty was against. from the blue line. Blue Jackets trying to get it away. Broncos defense just trying to get it away from them. Taken away by the Broncos from behind the net, but then almost taken right back. Lindahl Slintinsky, and almost knocked away from Hager. Daisy Hager, the new goalie for the Broncos. Trying to make something of it herself. That was Mackey. No good. Knocked away. Attempted centering pass. Stolen by the Broncos. Intercepted by number 17, Lexi Wood. Then a long shot knocked away by Hager. And now another centering pass, this time off of the leg of a Bronco. Ava Werner couldn't keep it away long enough. And now Broncos are able to knock it out of the defensive zone. So Hibbing has 40 seconds left in their power play as we're going to get a long shot that goes wide to the left. And centering pass, that's a goal for the Blue Jackets. Number 15, Brielle Oberstar gets herself another one. Another power play goal. Hibbing now goes to 4 for 4 in the power plays. This one comes at 14-11. And Brielle Oberstar has herself a hat trick here in period number 2. So a hat trick for Oberstar in game 1 of the season for Hibbing, and that is a great way for them to start the season, is getting a hat trick. And it's once again Oberstar trying to go for another one, but that's knocked away by a couple of Bronco defenders. Hibbing is now 4 for 4 on the power plays as we're going to get a pass across. Centering pass intended for number 26. Maura McDonald couldn't get a stick on it. Broncos trying to get a stick on it to knock it away. No good. Hibbing trying to go for the attack and almost trying to skate away into it. Oberstar couldn't get her 4th goal of the game. Now there's a scramble by the net, but the puck is behind it. Oberstar is going to come away with it again. She gets the pass out towards a teammate. And as they were announcing the goal, the Hibbing got themselves another one. Score is 11-0 on the PCA scoreboard, and the Broncos are currently trailing against the Hibbing Blue Jackets. That goal for Hibbing came at the trying to do the math here, 15:03 mark, and we'll wait to hear who got the goal. So Blue Jackets trying to respond once again. Less than 2 minutes left in period number 2. Broncos are down 11-0, likely to enforce a mercy rule running clock in the 3rd period. And Bronco defense. So after the correction, it was number 16, Lauren Ringhofer, getting the goal for the Blue Jackets. And she was assisted by number 26, Maura McDonald, and number 9, Allison Lehman. So a lot of stand-up performances. That was her 2nd goal of the game for McDonald. As we have a scramble in front of the puck, and they're going to call a stoppage as they are crowded around the Bronco net with a minute left in period number 2. Hibbing leads 11-0 on the PCA scoreboard. Shots on goal so far, Hibbing 57, the Broncos 11. as Hibbing is going to win the face-off and almost let's put scoring situation. Mackey's going to go for the long shot off the pads of Hager. Adrian Chesby gets the pass across to number 15 of the Broncos, and we're not going to get a tripping called as Adeline Strapko hits the ice. Now Hibbing is going to knock it into the attack zone and give themselves a line change. Hibbing's going to take it right back now. They advance into the attack zone. It's the senior, Babich, who knocks it in. And now Broncos defense are going to try and take it away from them. Mackey's in on it, trying to steal it back for the Blue Jackets. Gets the pass out towards number 11, Aaliyah Bangs. But that's almost taken away. Now it's taken away. Adrian Chesby knocks it out. And then Broncos take it right back there in the neutral zone. Now we have a fast break down the near side of the ice. This is number 8. Liv Werner trying to get the buzzer beater, but not able to in time. And that's going to be a 11-0 score going into period number 3. The Hibbing Blue Jackets leading against the Industrial Falls Broncos. It has been a rough one. A goalie change in the second period from Barron to Hager. And so now we're going to check and see what the Broncos plan to do to try and come back in this one. We are certainly going to have a running clock in the third period. So stay tuned for what's to come as we get ready for this third period of action. Broncos trail on the PSA scoreboard 11-0 to the Hibbing Blue Jackets. You're listening and watching on Lakes Country 104.1 KSDM and on yourliveevent.com.
Ready to ride into fall? Hi, this is Tony Skifstrom at Border Bank. Whether it's an ATV for backwoods thrills or a truck built for bonfire season, Border Bank makes it easy to gear up with a consumer loan that fits your lifestyle. Fast decisions, competitive rates, hometown service that goes the extra mile. So don't just rake leaves, run them over. Apply today at borderbank.com or come visit with me at the bank. Border Bank, customer first, community focused. Member FDIC.
At Enbridge, we're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge Athabasca Pipelines. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.
Cooperation created the electric co-ops, and the co-ops banded together and answered the call. Today, a new generation of electric co-op members must again answer the call. We are the owners of the co-ops and are the fabric of the communities in which we live and work to take care of ourselves, our neighbors, and our communities rises. Let it be known, it is time for this new generation to turn the lights on again, to ensure that the quality of life in all of the communities in which we live and work is improved. And when we live up to our purpose, we relight the American dream. Because we are the electric cooperative members of tomorrow, and our work has just begun.
Employees at Packaging Corporation of America have been producing quality paper for over a century. We understand our responsibility to the community, and we're honored to support the many needs and events occurring in the borderland. From providing donations to local schools and events, to supporting organizations meeting physical needs in our community, Packaging Corporation of America does more than make paper. We make a difference.
Welcome back to the Rainy River, Minnesota North College Press Box. We just had our debut of the Beat the Bronco. It's a fun way to get the fans involved, as it's an opportunity to bring out some of the rec hockey players as well as other audience members out onto the ice and get a chance to try and knock the puck into a small hole and into the goal. And honestly, there was one that was like really close to making it in. Now, second period is in wraps, and Hibbing had just extended their lead in that period. With 6 more goals added on. They were leading 5-0 going into period number 2, and then they added 6 more. And they also are keeping their perfect power play streak going, 4 for 4 now, as they are leading the Broncos going into this one. But also a little bit more active from the penalties department on both sides of the ice, as the Broncos ended up having to deal with 2 more penalties. Those led to the 2 power play goals. And Hibbing ended up having 4 penalties. Both, ironically, 2 of them led to a 5v3 that was neutralized, and that led to a power play goal against for the Blue Jackets. And then the other 2 led to the same exact scenario. It was deja vu, where Hibbing would have to deal with a 5v3, but then after surviving the 5v3, and then the Broncos having a costly penalty to neutralize that one. That led to another power play goal for the Blue Jackets, and that helped the Blue Jackets extend their lead. Total shots on goal for the second period, 6 for the Broncos, 27 for the Blue Jackets. So on the bright side, the Broncos slowed them down offensively a little. On the downside, they while they did double their shots on goal, they weren't able to double it by much. So the Broncos, they need to try and get that offense going. At the moment, they are being outshot in this game with a total of 58 shots on goal for the Blue Jackets, 11 for your Broncos. Keys to the game here, slowing down the Hibbing Blue Jackets offense. They have one of their leaders, number 15, Brielle Oberstar, who is a sophomore who has a hat trick after getting her 3rd goal of the game in that second period. Some other big leaders for the team. Number 26, Mara McDonald. She has 2 goals in the game, as well as, if my numbers are correct, which sometimes they're not, 1 assist. And another big leader was Mackie. She has 2 goals in the game, 1 goal in the game, and 1 assist. And another player who's been getting in on the action has been number 16, Lauren Ringhofer. She has 2 goals in the game, and it also has 3 assists. So multiple players from Hibbing have a multi-score game thanks to assists and goals. And we're going to be getting ready for this 3rd period of action as the Zamboti's making his trips around. Make sure you stay tuned after the game as well for our Enbridge Energy player of the game and our Domino's Pizza player of the game. Every scoreboard update throughout this contest is brought to you by Packaging Corporation of America, and every timeout is brought to you by Service Master of International Falls. For home professionally cleaned all year round, call Service Master at 218-283-4475. Todd and Gretchen are going to take great care of you, and our press box sponsor is the Rainy River Minnesota North College Press Box. Start your voyage at the Rainy River campus. Your future awaits you right here in your own backyard. Rainy River Minnesota North College, 218-598-9300. We'll be back after the break. You're listening to Lakes Country 104.1 KSTM and watching on YourLiveEvent.com.
The unique strengths of Rainy River lie in the fact that you're going to be supported by faculty and staff, and you're going to be supported by the community.
You know all the professors by name, they all know you by name. We're not just a number, like we actually have a face to the name, which is honestly pretty good. I like it. I'm known, everybody else is known in the school. It makes it feel more comfortable to be here, especially being so far away from home.
Fall is a busy season for local businesses. New projects, fresh goals, and big ideas. At TrueStar, we understand what it takes to grow something real because we're right here with you. I'm Ryan Tamevi with TrueStar. Whether you're expanding your shop, upgrading equipment, or planning ahead, we're here to help you move forward with a business loan that fits. TrueStar Federal Credit Union, federally insured by NCUA. Follow us on social media.
Ready to ride into fall? Hi, this is Tony Skifstrom at Border Bank. Whether it's an ATV for backwoods thrills or a truck built for bonfire season, Border Bank makes it easy to gear up with a consumer loan that fits your lifestyle. Fast decisions, competitive rates, hometown service that goes the extra mile. So don't just rake leaves, run them over. Apply today at borderbank.com or come visit with me at the bank. Border Bank, customer first, community focused. Member FDIC.
At Enbridge, we're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge Athabasca pipelines. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting, with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.
Cooperation created the electric co-ops, and the co-ops banded together and answered the call. Today, a new generation of electric co-op members must again answer the call. We are the owners of the co-ops and are the fabric of the communities in which we live and work to take care of ourselves, our neighbors, and our communities' rises. Let it be known, it is time for this new generation to turn the lights on again, to ensure that the quality of life in all of the communities in which we live and work is improved. And when we live up to our purpose, we relight the American dream. Because we are the electric cooperative members of tomorrow, and our work has just begun.
Employees at Packaging Corporation of America have been producing quality paper for over a century. We understand our responsibility to the community, and we're honored to support the many needs and events occurring in the borderland. From providing donations to local schools and events, to supporting organizations meeting physical needs in our community, Packaging Corporation of America does more than make paper. We make a difference.
The unique strengths of Rainy River lie in the fact that you're going to be supported by faculty and staff, and you're going to be supported by the community.
You know, all the professors by name, they all know you by name. We're not just a number, like we actually have a face to the name, which is honestly pretty good. I like it. I'm known, everybody else is known in the school. It makes it feel more comfortable to be here, especially being so far away from home.
Welcome back to the Rainy River, Minnesota North College Press Box. Your voyage starts right here in your own backyard. Rainy River, Minnesota North College, 218-598-9300. Yours truly, Augie Schmidt, here live from the Rainy River, Minnesota North College Press Box. We're getting ready as period 3 is just about underway. It is going to be on deck here soon. The players are just about to leave the locker rooms as we get ready for them to put the goals back in place. The Zamboni is tucked away for the intermission. And so currently on the PCA scoreboard, the International Falls Broncos trail against the Hibbing Blue Jackets. It is 11-0. Blue Jackets outshoot the Broncos 58-11. So far in this game, the big leaders has been number 15, Brielle Oberstar, and number 16, Lauren Ringhofer, both of them with about 5 points in today's game. Another big leader has been number 5, Bryn Babich. She has a goal and numerous assists for her team. Really playing a part there as an assist player with a goal and 2 assists specifically. And of course, so the Broncos So far, they really need to give more support to their goalies because this is the same situation as last year where they had a solid goalie. It's just that they were under so much fire that, of course, numerous pucks are going to get into the net. They started the game with the 8th grader, Annika Barron, and then pulled her and put in Daisy Hager. And so now likely to have a running clock when we get into this third period of action. Hey, here's what's to come for our winter season. Coming up, we are going to be covering the November 25th games as Broncos are going to be taking on Lake of the Woods. I probably should have printed off my my broadcast schedule. It's the early part of the season, so that's where there's a lot of things where we're still trying to add in a couple more games and figure out which ones are we going to be partnering with other stations. Obviously, the Lake of the Woods game, we'll be partnering with some of our fellow stations, such as KRWB, KQ92, all those other guys. Shout out to them. If you're in the area, make sure you listen to them. And, of course, listen to Lakes Country 104.1 KSDM. Some other games coming up, of course, over the weekend. I have my Coach's Corner show at 9 a.m. on Saturday. Sunday, the Vikings are playing the Bears, and you can hear that one live on Lakes Country 104.1 KSDM. The Minnesota Wild, you can hear that one on the Bear 95.3 KGHS as they are going to be playing this weekend at home at the Grand Casino Arena. I will say, personal preference, I do kind of miss the XL Energy Center. I thought it would, I kind of liked it better. The personal preference here, but we're not talking about the XL or the Grand Casino. We're talking about Bronco Arena. And to think, it's crazy to think that as soon as the hockey seasons for the boys and girls hockey teams are over with, this building is going to be going through some renovations. It's a long-awaited renovations, depending on who you ask in town. And so there's going to be some new changes happening here, some improvements, some additions added on. And so some things are going to remain the same. Other things are going to be different the next time you're here in Bronco Arena. The players are just about ready to leave the locker room and get ready for period number 3. It's yours truly, August Schmidt, here live from the Rainy River, Minnesota North College Press Box on Lakes Country 104.1 KSDM and on YourLiveEvent.com.
Ready to ride into fall? Hi, this is Tony Skifstrom at Border Bank. Whether it's an ATV for backwoods thrills or a truck built for bonfire season, Border Bank makes it easy to gear up with a consumer loan that fits your lifestyle. Fast decisions, competitive rates, hometown service that goes the extra mile. So don't just rake leaves, run them over. Apply today at borderbank.com or come visit with me at the bank. Border Bank, customer first, community focused. Member FDIC.
At Enbridge, we're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge Athabasca Pipelines. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.
Cooperation created the electric co-ops, and the co-ops banded together and answered the call. Today, a new generation of electric co-op members must again answer the call. We are the owners of the co-ops and are the fabric of the communities in which we live and work to take care of ourselves, our neighbors, and our communities rises. Let it be known, it is time for this new generation to turn the lights on again, to ensure that the quality of life in all of the communities in which we live and work is improved. And when we live up to our purpose, we relight the American dream. Because we are the electric cooperative members of tomorrow, and our work has just begun.
I think I had underestimated how much time we had before the players took the ice. I was thinking they were going to be out here a little bit earlier because they're hanging out around the locker doors. So I'm not sure what we're waiting on. I feel like they should be out on the ice by now, but maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. But, hey, make sure you tune in for all the games that we will be broadcasting live here. Going to have a little bit of everything. A little bit of the Broncos, a little bit of the Vikings, both Little Fork and Minnesota. And, well, technically Little Fork is also Minnesota, but you know what I mean. A little bit of the Muskies, too. That's right, Muskies hockey season. Girls and boys coming off of their Norwasser Gold, and they're wanting to repeat. For the Muskie boys, it's going to be 3-time. For the girls, it's going to be 2 times. So best of luck to them on their seasons. And so stay tuned for what's to come here as the 2 teams take the ice again. We are going to have a running clock in this 3rd period of action. And so we're going to see how the Broncos try and respond here in this 3rd and final period of action. The Hibbing Blue Jackets certainly made a statement in their season opener against the Broncos. The Broncos kind of, I will say, expected these kinds of growing pains. They are a very, very young team. Looking at their roster, just to give you a better clue, they have 4 seniors, and in their starting lineup, they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 8th graders within their lineup. And then that's don't even get me started with the freshmen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 freshmen. 2, 3 sophomores. And 3 juniors. So just to put into perspective how young this Broncos squad is. But that does bring promise for the International Falls Broncos, because it means that they will be able to develop and return more and more of these young players as they get more and more of this time on the ice with varsity reps. So stay tuned. Coming up, our puck drop for period number 3. Hibbing Blue Jackets leading 11-0 on the PCA scoreboard. Stay tuned for our post-game player awards. As there is the puck drop, and it's going to be almost brought immediately into the Hibbing zone, then taken right back by the Blue Jackets. They're going to get the pass along the walls over to number 11 of the Blue Jackets, Aaliyah Bangs, and the Broncos almost able to come away with it. Great forward checking, keeps it in the Broncos defensive zone, and now the puck is loose as Ava Warren is going to come away with it. Down the far side of the ice, knocked away and out of the attack zone. Broncos get the line change. Now they're going to try and go for the attack. Pass, centering pass, no good. Knocked away by Schnipko White. And then that's another centering pass that she knocks away. Broncos trying to keep in possession, but it's taken away. Far side of the ice, this is number 17, Audrey Minor, centering pass, and no one there to receive it. Broncos going to try and take it away, but now the puck is loose. Now the Broncos are going to take it away, but then recovered right back by the Blue Jackets. Now it's in the neutral zone, and nice hit there to prevent a Bronco speed run down the near side of the ice. That's Mackenzie Gustafson trying to make a run for the net. No good. Knocked out of the attack zone. Hibbing's going to have to reset. Sophia Bangs is going to go down center of the ice, trying to go for a long shot. That's bounced off of Lexi Wood. Wood's going to pass it along the wall, and that's going to be out of reach of Cindy Lindahl-Slatinsky and taken right back by the Blue Jackets. And that's a long shot goal, ricocheted in. I don't know if they're going to award it to, it looks like they're saying it was a long shot goal. Mackenzie Gustafson, hey, much to her credit, staying humble there and crediting the goal to her teammate, number 8, Brayla Anderson, who's going to extend it. $12-0 on the PCA scoreboard, thanks to Brayla Anderson's goal. We're going to see what time they say the goal came at. But Hibbing is certainly going to extend their lead. And you know what? Much credit to Mackenzie Gustafson. Like I said, she was humble. She credited the goal to her teammate instead of saying she got the ricochet. And now Blue Jackets trying to avoid any kind of pressure as Kirsty Hansen's going to try and knock it away. Instead, it's taken back. Hibbing's going to take it down the near side of the ice. That's number 7, Mackenzie Gustafson. She's going to try and get the centering pass knocked out by a Bronco. Luckily recovered by Juliana Roppy, and Mackey thought she had a teammate there, but didn't notice that there was a quick change, and so the Blue Jackets are going to have to reset. Ava Werner takes away, pass down the far side of the ice, taken back by the Blue Jackets.
Scoring for Hibbing, number 8, Rayla Anderson, with an assist to number 27, Kylie Mackey, and number 13, Juliana Roppy.
And
Anderson.
Not sure what time the goal came at. And almost a bad situation as Hager's on the ground, and that's going to be flipped into the goal by number 26, Mara McDonald, who gets the goal for the Hibbing Blue Jackets. That goal came at around the 3:40 mark. And that's going to be the second goal of the game for number 26, Mara McDonald. We're going to figure out who she was assisted by, but the score is now 13-0 on the PCA scoreboard. Again, running clock. Now we're ready for the face-off, and it's going to be won by the Hibbing Blue Jackets. Pass goes wide and far into the Bronco defensive zone, and that's going to be icing called. So it's going to take us all the way to Hibbing's side of the ice for a face-off after the icing call. Hibbing leads 13-0 on the PCA scoreboard. Likely to come away with, I guess it's already for certain at this point, it is going to be a Blue Jacket win here in game 1 of the season. The Broncos are going to have to bounce back on the road Saturday when they head over to Thief River Falls for a 2 p.m. Puck drop. Long shot attempted by Lexi Wood. That's going to bounce off of a couple of legs of Blue Jacket players. And we're going to get a fast break by number 16, Lauren Ringhofer. She's going to take it around the back of the net. Passes it out to Allison Lehman. She gets a centering pass. No good. Knocked away the Broncos. Another one for Lehman. Pad save by Hager. Good job there. Trying to get it out away from there. And that's going to be taken right back by the Blue Jackets. That looks like it's number 16, Lauren Ringhofer, trying to get in on it. Taken back by Aaliyah Bangs. And then Broncos are going to take her instead. Adrian Chesby trying to pass it out. Now they get it out of the defensive zone, but Hibbing's going to take it right back. This is Mackey, knocked away from her. Kylie Mackey, she already has a couple of assists. And we could have a fast break for Adrian Chesby, but it's just out of reach of her. And the Hibbing skater, Rose Story, is just a little bit faster. But Rose Story is going to almost lose it. She loses her stick at least. And now the puck is loose. Taken away by Sydney Lindahl-Slatinsky. That was Brayla Anderson who knocks it down the near side of the ice. And Hibbing's going to try and take it. And from behind the net, Hager's trying to get the cover. She finally does. But that was almost a terrible situation for her because she had a teammate who was trying to get a stick on the puck while she's trying to get the cover. And that almost put them in a situation that gave up a goal. And it is not something you want to have here. So running clock, we are almost at the 7-minute mark. We are at the 6:40 mark in period number 3. Hibbing able to add a couple more goals to their lead. Quick pass off the pad of Hager. Shot attempted by the Blue Jackets. Now Broncos trying to take it right back. Lindahl-Slatinsky hits it behind the net. Mackey's going to take it back for the Blue Jackets, and she's going to get the pass over to Anderson. And that pass ends up behind the Bronco net. Knocked away, though, by International Falls number 4, Presley Russo. Her sister, Peyton Russo, is one of the upperclassmen leaders on the team who is injured at the moment. An injury suffered during volleyball season. And for Coach's Corner, when I was interviewing the volleyball players after their season, she showed the x-ray of her elbow injury, and it is disgusting. Hibbing with the puck in their own territory. They're going to finally knock it into the neutral zone and all the way into the Broncos zone. No icing called as it bounced off Lexi Wood. Wood's going to try and take it and keep it away from the Blue Jackets. Instead, it's going to be number 17, Audrey Miner, coming away with it. Back to Miner. She's going to skate closer. Centering pass, no good. That's going to be somehow through the safety net behind the Bronco goal. And so that's going to lead to a quick stoppage here. Clock is still ticking, though, with running clock. We're at 9 minutes now. Hibbing leads 13-0. 8:50 to go in period number 3. Hibbing just trying to extend their lead and just pad the stats at this point of the game. Broncos just trying to crack the goose egg and get their first goal of the season earlier rather than later. Hibbing, that was Sophia Bangs who gets the pass over. Almost a centering pass. Knocked away, but still in the Bronco defensive zone. Hansen trying to get a pass. Centering pass. Shot. And that is a great glove save by Hager. Audrey Miner trying to go for a wrister from the midline of the far right circle. And instead, that ended up being a nice catching save by Daisy Hager of the Broncos. 7:55 and ticking in period number 3 on the running clock. As Hibbing's going to get the puck from behind the net, and they're going to get the pass out from the blue line, trying to pass it inside. That was intended for Juliana Rappi. Rappi's going to try and get another attempt. She's scrambling with Broncos number 15, Lindell Slatinsky. Almost a centering pass. Another centering pass. Shot no good. Wide to the left. Pass in front of the net. Ends up behind the net now. And Hibbing unable to come away with it. Now we could have a fast break for Hansen. Kirsty Hansen down the far side of the ice. Passes it to the center. Intended for her teammate number 10, Kalia Jansen. That gets taken away. Jansen's going to try and knock it back into the attack zone. Hibbing takes it back. And now this is number 17, Lexi Wood, trying to go down center ice. She makes it into the attack zone. Now to the left of the Hibbing goal. She's going to make her way behind it. Trying to get the centering pass. No good. Pad save by Schnipka White. Knocked out. Adrian Chesby is going to try and get the offensive attempt. Centering pass, no good. Taken away by Hibbing. A bad time for a line change. And now Hibbing's going to have an opportunity. This is number 16, Lauren Ringhofer. Centering pass, no good. Taken by the Broncos. Another centering pass. Stopped. Almost taken away. Adrian Chesby down center ice. She's going to just go for the launch, and that's going to be icing against the Broncos as Chesby's going to try and go for the line change. And so we're going to get a quick puck drop. They're going to drop it to the right far zone inside the Broncos territory. Broncos going right to left on the PCA scoreboard. It is 13-0 as we are now 11 minutes into period number 3 with the running clock. Hibbing leads 13-0. Stay tuned for our post-game show. As Hibbing is going to come up with the puck. Centering pass, no good. Poked away by the goalie. Long shot, bounce off a Bronco leg. Now there's a scramble on the wall by the near side. Knocked out. Coming away with it, Audrey Miner of the Blue Jackets. She's going to go towards the far right circle, gets the pass out towards the blue line to Brayla Anderson. Anderson's going to pass it across the blue line over to number 6, Sophia Bangs. That shot goes far to the left. Now back at the blue line, this is number 17, Audrey Miner. Miner's going to try and speed in, pad safe, and the cover by Hager. Almost another dangerous situation for Hager. And so she gets the cover. And we are at now 12 minutes into period number 3 as we're going to get a line change from both sides of the ice with the ensuing face-off. This is going to be to the right near side circle in the Bronco territory. There's the puck drop. Knocked down. Almost taken away by the Broncos. Now it's going to be the Broncos coming away with it. This is number 9, Bella Amaru, down the near side of the ice. Center pass. And I think that's going to be called tripping against Hibbing. As Amaru, or Kalia Jansen, the pass was intended to her. That's going to be a hitting penalty for tripping called. Tripping call came at around the 12:30 mark. And so the faceoff won by Hibbing. They do not want to give up a goal with this power play for the Broncos. And the Broncos, Clay Bundy up to Lyndall Slatinsky. She's going to go for a centering pass. Puck is loose by the net, and it's going to be a Blue Jacket who comes away with it and knocks it out of the defensive zone. Clay Bundy able to get the pass behind the net. And she gets it out towards Ava Werner. And it was Bangs, I believe Sophia Bangs called for the tripping. So puck is loose. We are almost a minute into the power play. Broncos, they want to try and get a score here. I know, right? Shocker. Addison Brown with the puck down the far side of the ice. She enters the attack zone. She's going to slow down, gets the pass to Hansen. Hansen's going to try and get a centering shot. No good. Now it's Clay Bundy. Clay Bundy, looks like her pass was intended for number 15, Adeline Strapko, but that's going to be taken away by the Blue Jackets from behind the net, trying to knock it out, and that is going to be successful. Blue Jackets from Lauren Ringhofer over to her teammate, number 15, Brielle Oberstar. She already has a hat trick in the game. She's going to try and speed away over to the net. Speeds behind the net, gets the pass. Now the puck is loose. Hansen's going to come away with it. She's going to go down center ice, gets a pass up the ice over to her teammate, number 15, Adeline Strapko. Now it's Strapko down the near side of the ice, enters the attack zone. Centering pass, nobody there to help her. And Hibbing's going to get it out of the defensive zone. Now this is Liv Werner. She's going to enter the attack zone. As they are still missing a player. For some reason, it took a while for the Broncos to get that 5th player. And now that's going to be Broncos going 0 for 5 in power plays. 0 for 4, my apologies. 0 for 3, actually. Excuse me. I'm terrible at math. No, 0 for 4. And so Hibbing's going to get the puck. Less than 2 minutes left in period number 3. Hibbing just trying to waste away the clock here as number 26, Mara McDonald's going to come with it. Centering pass, no good. Now we have another centering pass wide to the left. No one there to receive it. Now is Mara McDonald from behind the net. She's going to sneak around, trying to get a centering pass, taken away by the Broncos. That's knocked out of the defensive zone. Puck is loose, but it's recovered by Brayla Anderson. Anderson's going to bounce off the wall, get it into the Broncos zone. Now it's going to be taken back by the Broncos, and Broncos trying to keep it in the neutral zone. Instead, Hibbing's going to get it into the attack zone. This is number 17, Audrey Miner, going for the goal, and that is a goal for Audrey Miner. With 1 minute remaining, the Blue Jackets have extended to a 14-0 lead here, thanks to the goal by Audrey Miner. So likely to be the final face-off here, as that's going to end up deep into Hibbing territory. 30 seconds left now. And they are going to say Miner is unassisted, and Bronco's going to take a heavy hit. She's luckily back up. That was Clay Bundy who took the hit. glad to see that she's back up, and we're going to see the game come to an end here. Hibbing is going to get the win, 14-0, the final on the PCA scoreboard. Hibbing, they were led heavily by their big leaders in the game, number 16, number 15, and number 26. And once again, final score here in Bronco Arena. The Hibbing Blue Jackets come away 14-0, beating the International Falls Broncos. And so, tough way to start the season here, but we're going to see how the Broncos respond as the season goes on. It's a young team. They're going to have to go through these kind of growing pains as they are going to have to bounce back on Saturday on the road against Thief River Falls. Make sure you stay tuned for our post-game show. I'll be interviewing our player of the game. And so you're listening and watching on Lakes Country 104.1 KSTM as well as on yourliveevent.com.
Employees at Packaging Corporation of America have been producing quality paper for over a century. We understand our responsibility to the community, and we're honored to support the many needs and events occurring in the borderland. From providing donations to local schools and events, to supporting organizations meeting physical needs in our community, Packaging Corporation of America does more than make paper. We make a difference.
The unique strengths of Rainy River lie in the fact that you're going to be supported by faculty and staff, and you're going to be supported by the community.
You know all the professors by name, they all know you by name. We're not just a number, like we actually have a face to the name, which is honestly pretty good. I like it. I'm known, everybody else is known in the school. It makes it feel more comfortable to be here, especially being so far away from home.
Fall is a busy season for local businesses. New projects, fresh goals, and big ideas. At TrueStar, we understand what it takes to grow something real because we're right here with you. I'm Ryan Tamevi with TrueStar. Whether you're expanding your shop, upgrading equipment, or planning ahead, we're here to help you move forward with a business loan that fits. TrueStar Federal Credit Union, federally insured by NCUA. Follow us on social media.
Ready to ride into fall? Hi, this is Tony Skifstrom at Border Bank. Whether it's an ATV for backwoods thrills or a truck built for bonfire season, Border Bank makes it easy to gear up with a consumer loan that fits your lifestyle. Fast decisions, competitive rates, hometown service that goes the extra mile. So don't just rake leaves, run them over. Apply today at borderbank.com or come visit with me at the bank. Border Bank, customer first, community focused. Member FDIC.
At Enbridge, we're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge Athabasca Pipelines. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.
Cooperation created the electric co-ops, and the co-ops banded together and answered the call. Today, a new generation of electric co-op members must again answer the call. We are the owners of the co-ops and are the fabric of the communities in which we live and work to take care of ourselves, our neighbors, and our communities' rises. Let it be known, it is time for this new generation to turn the lights on again, to ensure that the quality of life in all of the communities in which we live and work is improved. And when we live up to our purpose, we relight the American dream. Because we are the electric cooperative members of tomorrow, and our work has just begun.
Employees at Packaging Corporation of America have been producing quality paper for over a century. We understand our responsibility to the community, and we're honored to support the many needs and events occurring in the borderland. From providing donations to local schools and events, to supporting organizations meeting physical needs in our community, Packaging Corporation of America does more than make paper. We make a difference.
Cooperative, powering homes, businesses, and futures together.
Welcome back to the Rainy River, Minnesota North College Press Box on Lakes Country 104.1 KSDM. Start your voyage at the Rainy River campus. Your future awaits you right here in your own backyard. Rainy River, Minnesota North College, 218-598-9300. Tough loss here in game one of the season for the Bronco girls hockey team. Hibbing went off firing. It was a huge 6-goal second inning that really helped push them ahead in the lead as they would come away with a 14-0 win against the Broncos. The Broncos ended up finishing with 21 shots on goal, 10 shots in the third period, and Hibbing would finish with 78 shots on goal against the Broncos. Broncos, a young team here, so nothing to really something to kind of expect with having such a young squad. They started off, they had the 8th graders starting in the net for the first period, and then coach ended up sadly pulling her and putting in Daisy Hager, the sophomore goalie, to take some reps at the net. And so honestly, I think that's what these players need the most, is just getting these varsity reps, because they have a lot of underclassmen, a lot of 8th graders, a lot of freshmen who make up a majority of this team and this team's roster, and also just need to really rely heavily on the experience of your upperclassmen. They only have 4 seniors and 3 juniors, and so that kind of just putting into perspective how young this team is. And so seeing them get more of these varsity reps, I think could come in clutch in a big way. But another big factor was the penalties. Broncos could not capitalize, especially when they got into a 5v3 situation with a power play, where they would give up the 5v3, and then in the 5v4 they would have a costly penalty that ended up leading. And this happened twice in the second period. And they would have a costly penalty in a 5v4 that would nullify their own power play and then lead to a power play goal for the Blue Jackets. As the Blue Jackets, they would be perfect in power plays. 4 for 4 against the Broncos with power play goals. And obviously the standout stars was number 16, 15, and 26. Number 15 for the Blue Jackets, that is Brielle Oberstar. Much credit to her. She ended up getting a hat trick in the game. Got her first 2 goals in the first period. Got her second one in the third one, in the second period. And then from there, she ended up also getting a couple of assists as well. So a huge leader for her team there. Best of luck to the Blue Jackets. Safe travels as they head out. I'm waiting to hear from our player of the game. It's going to be the 8th grader. Got to give Annika Barron the credit that she deserves as an 8th grader starting in goal for your first varsity game, again, at 8th grade. That's a big deal. Obviously, game didn't go the way they wanted it to. The performance didn't go the way she wanted it to, but either way, the fact that she's having to step up at such an early part of her career, I can't wait to see how she develops in the net and on the ice, and how she grows in her game for hockey. And so hoping to get Annika Barron up here for a post-game interview. So stay tuned for that. You're listening and watching on Lakes Country 104.1 KSDM, as well as on YourLifeEvent.com.
The unique strengths of Rainy River lie in the fact that you're going to be supported by faculty and staff, and you're going to be supported by the community.
You know, all the professors by name, they all know you by name. We're not just a number, like we actually have a face to the name, which is honestly pretty good. I like it. I'm known, everybody else is known in the school. It makes it feel more comfortable to be here, especially being so far away from home.
Fall is a busy season for local businesses. New projects, fresh goals, and big ideas. At TrueStar, we understand what it takes to grow something real, because we're right here with you. I'm Ryan Tamevi with TrueStar. Whether you're expanding your shop, upgrading equipment, or or planning ahead, we're here to help you move forward with a business loan that fits. TrueStar Federal Credit Union, federally insured by NCUA. Follow us on social media.
Ready to ride into fall? Hi, this is Tony Skifstrom at Border Bank. Whether it's an ATV for backwoods thrills or a truck built for bonfire season, Border Bank makes it easy to gear up with a consumer loan that fits your lifestyle. Fast decisions, competitive rates, hometown service that goes the extra mile. So don't just rake leaves, run them over. Apply today at borderbank.com or come visit with me at the bank. Border Bank, customer first, community focused. Member FDIC.
At Enbridge, we're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge Athabasca pipelines. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.
Welcome back to the Rainy River, Minnesota North College Press Box on Lakes Country 104.1 KSTM. Joining me here is the 8th grade starting goalie. So, first of all, what were your feelings going into your first varsity match and starting as such a young age at goalie?
I mean, I was really nervous at first, but after the first 10 minutes, I got used to it.
Yeah, for getting the first couple of shots on goal from the other team and just getting into a rhythm that kind of helped you, ease the mind.
Yeah, it really does help because then you're not so nervous after and you know what's gonna happen.
Yeah, and so obviously the game didn't go the way you guys wanted it to, but do you think having a lot of these
early
varsity reps for yourself and other younger girls on the team, do you think that's going to help out, especially in the long run?
Oh yeah, because then we will get better, of course, but it's our coach said that it's really a practice game kind of, because then we know what's going to happen.
Oh yeah, especially because a lot of you guys, you're filling in for a lot of places where there were a lot of seniors played in, and so it basically a whole new team, right?
Oh yeah, totally, because I'm not used to that because I was just in 12U.
So it must have been a pretty big jump then, going from 12U to varsity hockey your first game.
Yeah, definitely, because it's more harder shots and they're all so fast and all that.
And I'm guessing the girls you're playing against are also probably a little bit bigger than the girls you're usually used to playing against.
Yeah, of course, because they're all, I don't know, so fast.
Yeah. So what do you think is the most valuable part of this experience that you're hoping to gain from it?
I don't know. Probably just the memories, because you're not going to have them forever. Yeah.
So even though 8th grade, you still got 4 years after this year, you're already thinking about the memories you're going to make?
Oh, yeah. Because they're definitely going to count, Yeah, because not everybody on the team now is going to be there in 4 years.
Yeah. Yeah, I get what you're saying. And so now you guys are going to have to get ready to have your first road game now. So how's that going to feel for the team where first you had a home game, now you got to be on the road and take on Thief River Falls on Saturday?
I mean, it'll probably be a little different, because it's not home ice, but I think we'll be okay.
Yeah. What would you say? What was probably your biggest personal goal coming into this new season?
Having more confidence.
Yeah.
Because usually I get down on myself a lot, and you just got to tell yourself that everything will be okay.
Yeah. So what ways have you been trying to have more confidence?
Just telling myself that it's just behind me, now I can't redo it.
Yeah. Short-term memory on the ice, but long-term memory off the ice?
Oh, yeah. For sure.
Yeah, and so you mentioned memories and wanting to cherish a lot of the memories. Have you guys already been making some early memories with team bonding or just practices getting ready for the season?
Oh yeah, so we had this fundraiser, and I think we raised our goal was $15,000 and we raised $13,000.
That's pretty good. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, I want to wish you guys the very best luck. I want to wish you the very best of luck. I mean, it's a pretty big task. I mean, you're probably really excited about being an 8th grader and you're playing varsity already, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's definitely different, but...
Yeah, well, I want to thank you for your time. Congratulate you because you're our Domino's Pizza Player of the Game. So you're going to get the free pizza. And you also get a T-shirt from Enbridge, our Enbridge I Bring the Energy T-shirt. And so what pizza are you going to get from Domino's? Because, dinner's on you tonight.
Probably pepperoni.
Pepperoni?
Yeah.
All right. Go for the classic?
Oh, yeah.
I love it. So best of luck on the season. Safe travels Saturday. And thank you for joining me here today. You're free to go now.
All right. Thank you.
And once again, congratulations on being a player of the game. And best of luck on your season. Not just this year, but years to come as well.
Well, thank you.
Absolutely. That was, again, our starting goalie for today, Annika Barron. Thank you once again. Safe travels. Be careful going down the stairs, of course. Good thing you took off the skates. And she was our Domino's Pizza Player of the Game, brought to you by Domino's Pizza. Looking for a quick, easy, and delicious dinner? Then look no further than your local Domino's. With more than just pizza, Domino's is the perfect carryout after the game or have it delivered. Great deals are always happening at Domino's, 283-3444. Make Domino's your lunch or dinner destination. Today, she gets the free pizza from Domino's as her reward, as well as a T-shirt from Enbridge. I think I accidentally got too small of a size. I accidentally grabbed the extra small. I need to organize those T-shirts a little bit better, but she likely gonna stop by and trade in for a different size, as I know Broncos now, they are going to be on the road Saturday to take on Thief River Falls for their first road game of the season. So first home game followed by the first road game. Obviously, two different scenarios there. And Thief River Falls is certainly going to be a good team to play against. And so we're going to see how the Broncos respond on Saturday. Sadly, Broncos lose 14-0 to the Hibbing Blue Jackets. Safe travels to them and their team. And our next game that we will cover will be on November 25th. Stay tuned for that because we might even throw in a game before then as well. You're listening and watching on Lakes Country 104.1 KSDM. It's yours truly, Augie Schmidt, live from the Rainy River, Minnesota North College Press Box. Before the game, we had our national anthem brought to you by local VFW, Post 2948, and our Border GMC, Keys to the Game. And every scoreboard update brought to you by Packaging Corporation of America. Every time out brought to you by Service Master of International Falls. And then we had our post-game awards brought to you by Enbridge and Domino's Pizza. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Tune in for the next time. It's Augie Schmidt signing out.